Good morning, friends. It is July 22nd, 10:42 a.m. real time. I was going to talk today about just some of the things that I do to live a sober lifestyle, but I read a comment this morning from one of you guys. Silas, actually, is his name, which is ironic. Yesterday, I made a video about getting in the arena of life, whatever that looks like for your life. And typically, the arena is pretty much just the thing that you're afraid to do. For me, the arena recently has been YouTube, making YouTube videos and just sharing my story, my life, and interacting with people. And so I'm just posting these videos to get in the arena. But one specifically, I asked, what is the arena for your life? And he said, it might sound like a silly one, but for example, dating. I'm either too selective or too afraid to ask someone out. Now, first off, I just wanted to affirm that that's not a silly one. That's an arena that I think literally billions of people probably struggle with on a regular basis. Dating is not an easy thing to do. There's so much attached to that. For me in my life, I never really had an issue with getting a chance dating. I was always given a chance for the most part, and it is what it is. Like the cards I was dealt, I grew up, I was athletic. Like in America, that's a big bonus to be the like football star or the athlete, and I've always gotten that chance, right? But what is really important to note is that just because you get the chance doesn't mean that's going to solve the problems. And so the question of the day, I guess, if you will, that I wrote when thinking about this topic is, what if the girl isn't supposed to be what fills me? And what I mean by that is, what if a woman isn't going to overall satisfy me in my life? For those who are married or have been married, you know that the butterflies, the like crazy amounts of dopamine when you're like meeting somebody for the first time and falling in love, it fades. It becomes more of just a friendship. A lifelong friendship is what I'm learning to love, is a lifelong friendship with my wife. But for me in my life, for the longest time, I used to look for girls to just kind of satisfy this emptiness in my heart, emptiness in my life. Like if I get this girl and she likes me and she says these things about me and she thinks of me a certain way, then that's going to fill the holes that are in my heart. And it wasn't until really I went through a divorce in 2019 that I really realized how much I was trying to find that in women. Because I even remember being married, and it still happens to this day, where I'm tempted to believe that something else is going to satisfy me. Something else, some other person, some other thing is going to satisfy me. When in reality, there's nothing on this earth that's going to satisfy me. Truly nothing on this earth. And the reason I say all of this is to go back to the initial question when I'm thinking about my life of why I think guys are afraid to ask. I'll just tell you a story. One of my best friends, he is currently single, and he's been really wrestling with this whole topic of dating. And he'll even go on dates, or he'll start to maybe date somebody for a little bit, and then all of that like emotional attraction or whatever just kind of dies, and there's a lot of fear and questions of what if there's something better out there? What if I'm missing something? And I feel like, I'm not an expert here, as obviously I'm not, I've been divorced. I'm learning. But what I feel like is true is that what if, as a man, like, loving a woman is getting to participate in just the overall concept of love? The way I look at it is that God created us out of an overflow of love, and getting to be in a relationship with somebody else, specifically a romantic relationship, a marriage, is perhaps the deepest way that we get to experience this idea of love. But so much of it is, it's just like not about, I don't know. Sorry, I just had these thoughts in my head right now, just like, am I making any sense? Is this we're talking about? And I'm like, I don't even think I should make this video because I'm not gonna edit it anyway. But basically what I was saying is that, like, what I'm learning is that my wife, Taylor, is not supposed to fill me. Like, she's a gift that God has given me that I get to love and, yes, be loved by. But she was never made to fill this gap in my life, fill this hole in my life. And I think a lot of times we as men look for women to, like, satisfy that hole, that longing in our heart. And if we're trying to get a woman to fill that hole, then of course it's gonna be like impossible to find somebody to do that, because nobody was made to do that. And so, Silas, I just want to encourage you, man, that you're not alone. And what I've been learning about just making YouTube videos is that by posting, by just showing up and doing this, even if it's ugly, even if it's like not polished, or, you know, I make this video and it's like, it sucks. And I get rejected by you guys. You guys say, hey, think more through your videos before you post them, right? Well, I don't want to do that, because I'm learning as I go, and if I just sit here thinking about it all day, I'm never going to do anything. And that's my encouragement to you, Saz, as you think about asking somebody out. Like, freaking just ask her out. Ask her out. And she's not supposed to fill the longing in your heart. She's not supposed to solve all your problems. She's a person that you have an opportunity to love, that you get to try to love. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, but you'll learn something about yourself. And that is the message that I want to give you, encourage you. And then also, yeah, just tell you, like, way to be a man and just publicly be like, I'm afraid to ask this person out. There's like thousands of men everywhere who just have that same issue, and they won't admit it. They won't admit that they're just afraid. Instead, they just chalk it up to, oh, she's not my type, or blah, 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 blah. All these random reasons. So, yeah, frick it. I'm gonna post this video. I'm not gonna start it over. I'm not gonna edit it. Adrian also commented about just like hating his job, and what I really appreciate about you, Adrian. Adrian comments on like every video. Omar and Johnny are pretty consistent as well. It makes me feel like I'm actually having a conversation with people. I'm not just talking to an empty room, which sucks. But yeah, Adrian, I encourage you to continue getting in the arena as well. Make a video, I'll watch it. I'm like not a super Star Wars fan, but I'll freaking watch it. It's been pretty interesting. So yeah, that's my message for you guys today. Well, it's not even for you guys, it's really for Silas, who commented. Just ask her out, bro. Like, and if she says no, or she thinks you're a freak, come back and tell me how it went, and then I'll just be like, hey, it's all good, bro. You're fine. Get back in the arena, keep doing it. Just like this video. I feel like it sucks. I feel like I haven't really thought it through. I don't feel great about it, but whatever. I'm just gonna post it. Because I don't want to let fear lead my life. I'm gonna make for those wondering or asking, I'm making a Raj tribute video. Today I'm gonna go through all the a lot of the footage and try to find a bunch of the footage from when it was just me in the Raj, and I'm gonna start working on that. But yeah. In other news, how am I doing? Oh yeah, the other thing I'm gonna do, I was gonna check on my feelings. I've talked to you guys before about just the importance on checking in, and I have this app. I'm gonna do it right now for you guys, just so you can see. You can check in. I'm gonna check in. It gives me these 4 different circles that I can check in on my emotions. Like right now, it's like high energy, pleasant, high energy, unpleasant, low energy, unpleasant, low energy, pleasant. Right now, I'm pretty high energy. I think I'm pleasant. I typically go to yellow, but the nice part is it has these definitions and you can switch over. Honestly, I'm a little embarrassed right now. Is that on there? That would be probably like a blue. Disheartened, loss of resolve or determination. Uneasy, vague sense that something's wrong. That's not it. Is embarrassed on here? I think maybe embarrassed is not emotion. Humiliated. No, I'm not humiliated. That's too much. Humiliating, feeling exposed and foolish in front of others. I kind of feel that. I feel a little humiliated right now. Insecure. Feeling uncertain and unconfident about yourself. I'm going to do that one. I'm going to add another one. You can add 2. Add emotion. High energy, pleasant. Determined. Knowing what you want and not letting anything stand in the way. I'm doing that one. So I'm feeling insecure and determined. Currently, what's cool about this too is you can add a journal entry. I like to add this little picture too. So you can actually add a picture. Oops. Wait. There we go. See that? So I can add a little picture. Wow. Use photo. Journal. And now this is cool because it's AI too. So I can like talk into it. Watch this. I'm currently making a YouTube video and I don't feel great about it. But I'm just doing it because I want to face my fear of posting when I don't feel great about it. Then you have this go deeper button that you hit and then you're like, AI will ask you a question. It sounds like a brave step to overcome your fear. What do you hope to gain from facing this challenge? I hope to just grow my muscle of confronting the things I'm afraid of and face the fear specifically of doing things without having to look great at them. Go deeper. Building resilience by challenging fears can be a powerful growth experience. What past experiences have shown you that facing your fears can lead to positive changes? I'm going to finish for now. I might come back to this, but that's basically how it works. That's actually really insightful. Like, see, even right now, as I was making this video, I wouldn't have been able to tell you that I was feeling insecure and determined, but I definitely was feeling insecure and still am. But it's helpful to be able to see that and know, yeah. Starting to feel a little better now. Johnny, Omar, Silas, Adrian, I appreciate you guys commenting on here. Yeah. Oh yeah, the other thing I was gonna say is I'm gonna make these posts. I'm gonna make a post right now, post an update. I don't like how it says that though. It says post an update to your fans. You guys are not my fans. I don't like that. Image poll, text poll. I'm gonna make a poll. No, I'm not gonna make a poll. I'm gonna make a, can you do quiz? Add a quiz? No. Post, I'm just gonna make a, hey, what are some of the topics or conversations that you'd like to see me make a video about? Really appreciate your feedback, friends. And when I say friends, I mean the people who've actually engaged and I know your name, because if I don't even know your name, I can't say you're my friend. Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. Thanks for engaging and being a part of this. My journey of just sucking it up and getting in the arena and talking when I'm afraid. Love you.